how to invest your first $1,000 in 2020. What's up, everybody? Man, oh man, are we chugging along with this channel, as well as growing the stock portfolio on your screen. Just 1 month ago, since my first upload, this YouTube channel started at 0 subscribers, and my portfolio started at $0. We're now at 58 subscribers. I love you all, and the portfolio is now over $1,000. This may be a slow-moving pace for you, but the concept of growing a stock portfolio slowly and steadily over time goes hand in hand with growing a YouTube channel. Luckily for me, I love making these episodes each week and enjoy the process of adding some creativity to each video. Being passionate about the investment world helps as well. I've been investing for 10 years now and have plenty of cash sitting on the sidelines ready to put to work and make more money through this YouTube portfolio. By the way, if you're new to this channel, I've been depositing $100 each episode so far. This number will go up in time. There's no rush, and I'm primarily focused on helping beginners with little money so they can learn what I do to grow a stock portfolio. There will be helpful tips for anyone that has over $100,000 or maybe even $1 million as well. So keep this channel in mind if you're already at that level and want to tune in at a future date when I hit your number. My deposits will definitely go up. I'm still just getting started. I appreciate you tuning in to this episode, episode 11. You'll notice I recently purchased some more shares of Fiverr International since my previous episode. I currently have 18 shares now. A few of my reasons for purchasing Fiverr have already been discussed in earlier episodes. I have a strong bull thesis at this time. Now that we just hit $1,000, also known as the 4-figure club or the 1 comma club, I thought it would be a great idea to go over my mindset of investing my first $1,000, especially since we just hit that number for this episode. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. $1,000? Who does this kid think he is? I guess I'm a grown kid at 29 years old. The big 3-0 is at the end of the year. Back to what I was saying, $1,000. That's chump change. This kid knows nothing with such a small portfolio. He knows nothing. That kind of sounded like Jim Cramer. Soundbite guy, play the clip.
And he's nuts! They're nuts! They know nothing!
Yeah, I finally found my soundbite guy. Where was I? That's right. I agree with you that $1,000 is a very, very small portfolio. Time will tell if you think I don't know nothing, like Jim Cramer screamed back in 2007 during the last market crash. The decision is yours. As I mentioned in my previous episode with the title Big Scratch Off Winner 2020, episode 10 if you haven't seen it, I can't really buy or accomplish the real things I want in life with just $500, let alone the $1,000 in my current portfolio. What's a $70 profit gonna buy me today? A couple Chipotle burritos? I'd rather hold on to my profits and let it ride, which is what I've been doing for years now, so I can have enough money to buy my own Chipotle Mexican grill restaurant. Count me in. But Doriso, how are you going to buy a Chipotle franchise? Chipotle restaurants are company owned, right? Great point, my friend. Let's pull up my trusty iPhone stocks app. Here we go. Chipotle, ticker CMG. Currently $858.99 a share as the time of this recording. Market cap is a little under $24 billion. Well, if I can't buy a Chipotle franchise, as you mentioned, another option is to invest my money in shares of Chipotle stock. I could be a part owner of Chipotle in that way. Every time people are lining out the door at my nearby Chipotle, I know those $8 burrito revenues are going straight to my pocket in the form of the stock price going up. Do more burrito sales equal a higher stock price? Nope. There's never a guarantee, but I think odds are in my favor if revenues, in this case burrito sales, continue to go up in my area as well as the rest of the Chipotles worldwide. Remember, it's a global stock. Canada, Germany, France, add them to the board. Plus, think about this. You could have a CEO and a management team working for you as they build systems to continue to grow the number of locations around the globe and perfect their digital sales platform. For your information, 80 new Chipotle restaurants were added just these past 3 months. How do I know that? That info is public. If you do a little digging and go on Chipotle's investor relations website, you may have interest in what Chipotle's growth potential looks like. If you like doing research like me, there's a recent earnings call from earlier in the week. I love tuning in to listen to the current performance metrics, plus what the management team has in store for the future. It could get a bit boring with the analysts' questions, but there's a lot of value to be taken away to build your own bull thesis. That reminds me, Penn National Gaming, one of my holdings, released earnings earlier this week. Hopefully, you all know what earnings season is. If you don't, then maybe that's a good topic to cover in future episodes. Maybe I could go over what I look for in a company's earnings numbers, as well as the story that's being told by management during the earnings call. If that seems interesting, just click the like button or leave a comment below. Up to you. Just a quick note, do you see right under Chipotle's ticker on your screen? There's a ticker MCD. You see it? That's McDonald's. Currently a little over $161 billion market cap. Could Chipotle continue to expand around the globe and be the next McDonald's? Time will tell. Just a thought. Back to the $1,000 mindset. I'm looking to grow my money as big and as fast as possible. In this case, to infinity. So my stock capital gains and dividend payments hit my daily cash flow number for the things I desire in life. Your number is probably different from my number, which is why I love personal finance. Now, on to the big question and the title for this video. So Doriso, how do I invest my first $1,000 in 2020? Tell me. I think we all want to learn how to invest our first $1,000 so we can multiply it as quickly as possible, right? After reading many articles and books and videos, I learned that buying shares of stock, ding ding ding, there's my answer, also known as investing in publicly traded companies, is one of the best and easiest ways to grow my money higher and higher, especially since shares of stock could be purchased by a click of a button on your phone right now. I personally buy shares of a stock in a company that I think will grow in price in the future. You may be asking yourself, but how do I know if the company I invest in will grow in the future and if the stock price will go up? And that, my friend, is the magical $1 million question we all want to know. Should I let it all ride on Tesla stock? All $1,000 on Tesla? That stock seems to be going up and up these past couple of weeks. I think at the time of this recording, it's starting to drop right now. But anyway, episode 7, titled Should I Invest in Tesla, had some great points about ARK Invest's bull case. I'm still on the sidelines at this time, and that goes hand in hand with Chipotle Mexican Grill, as I mentioned earlier in the video. I'm still waiting on the sidelines on that stock as well. I'm waiting on the technicals to hit my target entry point. By the way, thanks Elon for the new Cybertruck bulletproof t-shirt. You see the thumbnail. I may have to cut off the sleeves though, so the shirt makes me look more buff. Back to my mindset of how to invest $1,000. Thinking back, I remember when I started saving my money as a kid. I put all the cash I collected over time in a small plastic safe with a code that needed to be entered before it would open. Did you have one of those growing up? When I finally hit my first $1,000 saved, I felt like I could buy so much at that time. As time continued on, I realized that after inflation, $1,000 cash stored in my plastic safe would just rot away if you don't put it to work and grow it. My mentality when I had $1,000 was to turn it into $10,000 and then turn that $10,000 into $100,000 and so on. Now you get why I use the tagline from zero to infinity. The amount you could have is unlimited. There's no cap. Am I alone here? As mentioned, I think the stock market is one of the best vehicles to blast to infinity. I learned through my 10-year investment journey that the stock market allows you to hit these milestones. If you want to grow your portfolio in a quick time period like me, then just deposit more each month or year and invest in the right companies so you can get a nice, juicy annual return each year. So, Doriso, how do you personally know what to invest in? It comes down to doing a lot of research, as well as being socially aware of my surroundings in the real world, as well as the online world. The online world, along with my youthful age of 29, aka millennial mindset, is my edge over the big institutions on Wall Street. Wall Street doesn't know a lot of things I know that's going on around the online space. In my opinion, this is highly undervalued knowledge in today's market. There's value in being socially aware of things if you can curate it and build a solid bull thesis. Remember, I may be 29, but my social media awareness online has been a key contributor to my success investing in the stock market over the years. Here's a quick overview of my investment strategy. First, I use social awareness online and offline to find great companies that I feel are growing and trending. Once the spark is lit and I understand the business model and have further interest in the company, I heavily research the fundamentals. This includes reviewing the company's balance sheets and cash flow statements to get an idea of their current and past performance. As mentioned earlier in this episode, past earnings calls come in handy to get a grasp for the management team's viewpoints. Thereafter, if I think there's a growth opportunity going into the future, such as a 100% gain or a 10x possibility of the stock price going up, also known as a 10-bagger, yes, I follow Peter Lynch and his work. Haven't heard of him? Just Google his name. I will then incorporate technical analysis, also known as chart reading, to find a good entry point to build a position. We'll go in depth on these research techniques in future episodes. As you could guess, there's a lot to go over. This stuff could get pretty technical, especially for a beginner. Hopefully I could explain things concisely. If you don't understand something, just comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I see the message. There's a famous saying out there. Have you heard of this one? Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for his lifetime. Rather than tell anyone what to invest in or give stock tips, that's not my goal of this channel. I'm not an investment or financial advisor. I'm just a regular person, maybe just like you, that just wants to increase my money that I have so I can continue to enjoy life on my terms. Instead of feeding you a fish today, or in this case, a stock to buy today, my goal is to teach and show you what I do when it comes to making money in the stock market. I plan on documenting a small part of my personal investment journey with the current portfolio on your screen. As I grow the portfolio from $1,000 to $10,000, then $10,000 to $100,000, then $100,000 to $1 million, and so on and so forth, I will provide my overall mindset, strategy, and feedback throughout the mission to infinity. You may be thinking going from $0 to $1,000 on this channel was fast, or maybe slow. But all I could say is to get ready for big things. Hopefully you'll be the best fisherman on the lake and enjoy those investment returns for a lifetime. Maybe my channel provides a small edge to your investment career. There's definitely a lot of info to pass along about the stock market world, and I don't want you to miss out on my mindset and portfolio strategy as we build the portfolio over time. I'm sure you don't want to miss out on the inside jokes along the journey to infinity as well. Just as a heads up, my suggestion is to start the episodes from episode 1 and watch them in order until you're up to date with the latest episode in the future. As I mentioned, I'll be tracking and documenting my portfolio progress through these episodes. There is no cap to my portfolio size as well as the amount of episodes. I wonder what size the portfolio will be at episode 1000? Too bad I don't have a DeLorean time machine to ask my future self. I'm still looking on eBay for the DeLorean. I love that movie. To wrap up, my goal has been to post around 1 to 3 episodes on average each week, so this gives everyone a heads up for future episodes that I will be posting. I put a lot of time and effort into each episode. Hopefully that shows. I think the quality has definitely gone up from the first episode, and it will continue to get better. Any suggestions or tips would be very helpful. I'm all ears. By the way, to all the loyal subscribers that made it to this part, I may have something for the first 4 people that I know listen to this episode fully. Send me a comment below, and I'll try my best to reach you on Instagram at Michael Doriso or email michaeldorisobusiness@gmail.com. Just say, episode 11, I listened, and I'll get back to you when I review my email and Instagram messages. You may already know that we've been in the beginner level from $0 to $900, but now at $1,000, we just hit the 4-figure club. We're going to use the same mindset as we discussed in the first couple of episodes. Our goal is to add a 0 to the $1,000 already in the portfolio. That would bring our new target to $10,000. That's the 5-figure club. I remember when I started investing 10 years ago, the 5-figure club was a very big milestone to hit. To have a stock market bankroll with $10,000 in it, with no intention of taking any money out of it, was a huge accomplishment. I knew by hitting the 5-figure club, the faster it would take to get to the 6-figure club, or $100,000. So let's hit the 5-figure target. It's only a matter of time. Even better, I'll show you how I do it. Can't beat that, right? Let's end it there. Thanks again for tuning in to this episode. Portfolio is a little over $1,000, as you could tell. As always, do your own research prior to making any investments. Read the disclaimer on your screen fully. Remember, all opinions in this episode are mine and mine alone. I'm not a financial advisor, and this episode is for entertainment purposes only. I hope to see you again in the next episode. On to the 5-figure club. How long will it take to add another comma? Time will tell. Tune in for the next episode to find out. Peace.